Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Bernard. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. This is caught by Evans. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jones again, and he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. They'll go for it. It's Brady. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Room here to run. And they can't bring him down. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 49 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Sanders again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. You can't have a drive go further without scoring than this, but that last yard sometimes can be the toughest. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
We often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady going to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but, CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They run with Murray. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. Sanders is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Check 24, check 24. Alert! 4-2, Mike 4-2. I don't think you got it, son. 42's the mic, boys. What do you?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. The 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying All is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Looking to throw. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Here we go. At 25 the mic. We'll go 25 the mic. Rip right. Check 13. Alert. 13. At 25 the mic. We'll go 25 the mic. 6-man. Alert.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Into the secondary past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
25's the mic. We got 25's the mic.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Hey, 25's the mic. We got 25's the mic.
Second reload. Let's go.
Brady now on first down. And this is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that. And he makes another catch there for a first down.
Hey, 25's the mic. We got 25's the mic.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. From the gun, it's Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to get this out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Mike 20. I'm coming for you.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Brady. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Ronald Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Mike 54. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught by Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, 25 mic. We got 25's the mic. Hey, 66.
Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Brady to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
3 down. Hey, 25's the mic. We got 25's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, 50. We got 25's the mic.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, he'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Hey, we got Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run. This is Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more and take the decision out of the hands of the official.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Giovanni Bernard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a carry for Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Howard. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Again, it's Howard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On fourth down, it's Howard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So he needed one. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts eluding the pressure right. He finds Latavius Murray. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Wait, set, 53!
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check 4.
Throwing now is Brady. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Brady now on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the 72.
On 1st down, Brady. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Focus, defense, focus. Switch.
Again, it's Brady. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Second and 16. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
On first down, it's Sanders, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Another run here with Sanders. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He won't go down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stop. Stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
To throw again on second down, Brady. And that's complete to Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And Antonio Brown yet to get back on his feet. Apparently shaking up that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Evans has it left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Checking Craig. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, Alabama. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic. I know he ain't got it. Hey, Mike's 42. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike 42.
Now Brady again. Going up top for Miller. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check. Crunch. Kill.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Come on. Mike 42. Hey, watch the ball.
From midfield, here's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Mike 42. You got nothing today. You got nothing. So Mike 42.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
31's the mic. I'm here all day. 31's the mic.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Levante David. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No, 66. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Quit talking about it and bring it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Sugar! Watch his flat! Watch his flat! Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's Brady. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brady got to have this one. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it.
65, 65, 65. Check the backer, check the backer.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Flush to his right. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. On first down, Hurts looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts. This one complete to Gafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here in Vegas. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On first down, Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he stopped immediately there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Coming left is Gainwell. Gainwell a first down and more.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Kenneth Gainwell.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? It used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number one things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
2nd and 10. To throw his car. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
A good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This is Murray. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Sanders. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Latavius Murray scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right?
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Tyson Alualu. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Another try after the first down sack. Carr throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Carr completes it, and he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Carr to throw again. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Carr now on first down. Over toward the sideline for Waller. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. They go with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
That's how you get fired up, baby. That's how you get fired up.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Flushed out right. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Tough when their first drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
As Sanders with a carry on 1st down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Sanders.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Hurts setting up the screen with Gainwell.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll set up a throw.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. On 2nd and 15 now. Carr.
That's caught. It's Brian Edwards.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Carr going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll run. It's Drake. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. It's Sanders. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action with Hurts. On the move to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return comes Drake. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 46 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Drake. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them up to 5.